the Discord movie. All right, cool. And overstaying, you may see the market run, do certain things as I'm explaining this. Don't catch FOMO. Learn real quick, right? I'm gonna chat. Thank you. You're welcome, Blessed Thursday. All right, where was I? All right, well, since I'm recording, let me just start over. Dang, where was it? What did I do? Father, help me remember. I was on a smaller time frame. All right, so how I started it off, because I wanted to click for everybody else, since it's recording. I just had it on a smaller time frame, but basically what I was saying is, as I go through these time frames and I start to manipulate the chart and the time frames and give my chart analysis, and I say, hey, look at the price action, right? We do have all this price action to the left, right? When I say look to the left, look to the left. And when I say look to the left, you could always look at basically this is going to be my hand, but always look at this, look at that, and then look at my hand, look at what I'm doing. And I know for a fact, so I'm just not, I want to be mindful of it, but I'm just not as aware as I'm teaching. As I'm talking, I move this mouse faster and it's slower on Zoom. So you have to remind me, say, Moody, slow down. Why? Because when I go right here and I say tweezer bottom, right now, I'm with Spirit and I know to slow down. You see that I'm talking about the tweezer bottom. But when I go tweezer top to the tweezer bottom, you did not just see that because it's moving too fast, right? I mean, it's moving too slow and I'm moving too fast. So long story short, let me go to the chat real quick. The price action was beautiful. I caught like 3 plays just practicing when and pull back. That's dope, Melina. That's dope. That's dope. All right, Gemini. Let me get out the chat real quick because I just love your energy too. You know, you throw me off a little bit, and I'll be wanting to like, yeah, do. But all right, so look, when I start to talk, right, look at the price action. When I say price action, just look at what's happening like right now, like the live candle and like right now. And then just trickle all the way down just a tad bit. Don't go all the way to the left when I'm saying price action, right? We'll end up seeing, I have to go to a smaller time frame. I was on a 3-minute. I remember now. I think so. Yep. All right. So when I'm speaking on the price action, right, we're looking at this. And right now, the price action is a bull flag activating a evening star, right? So I don't want to get too further into like talking how to trade, right? So as we look at that price action, just go a little bit more to your left and you'll see, oh, it is a cup. It's a cup. You may not see the handle yet, but then you'll start saying, oh, the bull flag is the handle. It's a cup. And if you go further back, you'll start to see, oh, it's a cup and handle, right? And if you keep going further back and you're able to see that, you'll start to see the inverted head and shoulders. The other one here, oh, I'm moving too fast. The other one here, right? The other one here, and things of that nature. So don't go too far out, right? And I also was explaining that when I say look to the left, right, you can look at my hand, this little cursor right here, right? Because it's basically my hand, but what you want to look at is this dotted line, whether it's green or red. You want to look, because when I start to say market structure, you'll see the market structure, right? You see how I know to slow down now, but it's not me. I'm getting it because I watched one of my videos. It's not me, it's just the recording. Maybe I need a faster computer. Maybe I'll go do that. I don't know. Right? Let me get some water. Is everybody understanding what I'm saying as of late before I start going into swinging? Yes, yes. All right, cool. Yes, yes. Yes. My father, 65. My mom, like 63. So if you older and you don't, say you don't. I have a mama, I will help you, okay? All right, cool. So that's why you just seen that bounce. You see how it's bouncing there? I'm sorry, let me move slower. From the actionable signals, the doji is trying to create a morning star now. You see how the evening star, it's not that it failed. We have to get that out of our minds. It did what it wanted to do on this time frame. For 3 minutes, it did what it did. If we grown, hey man, come on now. You had a little 3 minute. You was disappointed. or she, you know what I'm saying? Come on, let's be grown now. It was the time frame, you know? It's subjective. So you got to think about it like that. Nobody look at me weird. Come on now. That's how we all got here, right? So yes, exactly. Just got good thing, Lena. So that's why it's bouncing from here, bouncing from here. Why? Remember market structure, swing highs, swing lows, right? A trendy market, support and resistance. You know what the support and resistance if you've been with me for quite some time. So you know it's bouncing off of support, bouncing off of the wick. You saw it? I'm trying to move as slow as I can. You see the morning star growing? Boom, boom. The smaller time frame will show you something complete. The other smaller one will show you something completely different. But then we have full time frame continuity. So you don't have to be scared of your hour. You don't have to be scared of any of that because you're green for your hour. You're green for your day. You're green for the week. They're up. They're buying it up. So anybody that wants to think about shorting the market, think about we got bulls yearly buying it up, quarterly buying it up. Let me scalp them now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, that's why they're saying buy the pullback and go long. You know what I'm saying? Because, and it's not because of this, but people understand how to trade and the charts, right? So now that I explained that, now these time frames from 1 to about even the 45 minute, right? But the 45 minute I could throw into the hour now, right? But I would say from the 30 minute or even from the 15 minute to the 1 minute, they're all their own world. Even though 1 minute is his own world, they're all their own world, right? And that's how you have to view it. Once you start viewing the time frames like that, it's not more so of what time frame am I entering in, is more so what's the price action, what's my setup, what's my strategy, right? Meaning why? Because we know that on the 3 minute, I'm almost overbought. You see how it goes overbought and it always comes back down to the 50 mark or however it wants to do, right? Well, I'm going to teach you everything at once to see if I can do it slowly. If we go to the 1 minute, you see it? You see how it's coming down like that? The 3 minute is not moving like that. Look. Maybe I need to split my screen, but then no, I don't want to split my screen right now. I'll do it eventually. But you see, it's not moving all the way down like the 1 minute. That's how I'll be gauging things as well. So now that we know that, right? That's just really quick. 12-hour. And I'm doing SPY for a reason. Just follow me because I'm not going to be talking about SPY. Now, the 12-hour is the relatively strong strength index, right? So, man, Father, I love you. So it's not that one doesn't know how to trade or doesn't know how to do things. It's that everything in life coincides with something else, right? So it's not that supply and demand doesn't work or supply and demand works better than support and resistance or vice versa. No, they just coincide together simultaneously at the same time. And I'm gonna be able to show you this, right? So we know that this right here from even this blue line or just this dotted yellow line, the alert, is like a supply zone, right? We can see that. And if we understand supply, we know that supply is not a demand zone and is going to go down. Demand zone is where you're going to have buyers, supply is where you're going to have sellers, right? So you've seen that for a course of some time because I'm on a larger time frame. Let me go in the chat. No problem, bro. I'm about to it's being recorded, my brother. I appreciate you as well. You have a great day. So, right, we're seeing that over a course of a time, right? And I'm also going to be looking at my relatively strength index. That doesn't tell me that, oh, it's just going to drop. It's just going to drop. No, it's trying to balance out. Like it's bouncing off the 50 mark. I'm going to look at this just like the fib. It is bouncing off the 50 mark, and this is a larger time frame, right? So with knowing that, you know that you have to trade one candle is your range, and you take them to smaller time frames and you find your setups. Point blank, period. I think that's the best way I can say that, right? So with the 12-hour, we're seeing that it can go all the way up to the 75 mark and even higher, right? If I go to the left, I just gotta find it. I know we have before because I was just looking at it, but it was on my phone. There it is, right? And I'm gonna just show you certain things that I do. I'll go ahead and I draw. Ooh, how did I do that? I pulled up the chat. Here we go. I'll draw a line right here. That's like 79 or 80, right? 81, right? So I know that we also went a little bit higher than this, right? Because I've seen it in the past already. Just trying to see if it'll do it a little quicker. No, that's when it hit it, but it done it in the past. You can go check it out, right? I'm just not doing it because it's moving slow, and I'm impatient, but I am trying to slow down. So long story short, when I was speaking on the RSI is a relatively strong strength index, right? So when we know that, it is relatively strong to the stock. And this is why I break it down like this. Go with the definition of what the RSI is. You just have to manipulate this. It's like a multiverse. You're living in different realities. This right here is not relatively strong. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that to you. From the 1 minute to the 3 minute, it's not relatively strong. It's not, right? It will hit the 75 mark, maybe chill a little bit there and fall within minutes, right? Sometimes 5 minutes, 3 minutes. That's why you gauge them from larger time frames. What's the setup there? All right, let's look at the 1 minute. Cool, that's what I do with it, right? So with knowing that, right, from the 1 minute to about the 3 minute, that's gonna be like, you can play the RSI as support and resistance. You can play the RSI as the 50% retracement. You know how I tell you to enter at the 0 at the white line, hit the 50%, you can add whatever, take profits, hit the 100. That's the RSI. On the 1 minute to the 3 minute, the same strategy. And it's because it's just subjective. You only have one, you only have 1 minute, you know. Father, how can I explain this? You can't throw a ball but so high before it comes down. But if I slow down time and you're just like throwing it up, that's the 1 hour time frame. You know what I'm saying? That's the one with the RSI. But remember, depending on the athlete, it can go faster, right? So that meaning, depending on the athlete, is the volume. Depending on the volume in the market, the RSI on the hour can just go boom, hit the 75 and then chill and just start going down slowly. And the thing is, it can still go up higher even though it's going down slowly on that time frame, because you have to remember this. And it's the same thing as the 50% retracement. From the 50 mark to the 75 mark is the uptrend territory. Bulls. It's calls. That's what you have to realize. From 50 down is the bears territory. If you can get that to click, does that click for everybody? I'm gonna give you a gem. Let me go to chat, make sure. Yeah, I still got time. Yes. Cool. All right, so if that ooh, dang, what somebody said. Makes sense. 50 up, bulls. Yep, yes. All right, awesome. So if that makes sense, I'm not gonna change the time frame, but understand now on the smaller ones, like the 1 minute, and not even, it's just best to look at there because it's gonna move. You gotta think, it's subjective, right? We have one minute, the RSI has to, complete another section, right? That's how the reason I'm saying it's completing another section because it moves with the price action. It moves with the candlestick. So if one candlestick moves for 1 minute, the RSI is only going to move for 1 minute and then create another leg, or a leg down. You know, it makes sense? like connecting dots. That's the RSI is your candlestick still. That's why I use it, right? All right, cool. So now, because I'm gonna get off the RSI for a little bit. Now, on the smaller time frames, when you find the RSI at the bottom, you just know it's overbought. So the strategy is you buy down here and you sell up here on whatever time frame you bought it on, right? The thing is, you can utilize the 1 minute. Say if you bought it on the 1 minute and you just, oh, it's moving. Oh, snap, boom, we broke. And you're still holding because you're being greedy, or you size correctly and you trimmed and you're just holding now, right? You can go to the 3 minute, the 4 minute. Why? Because if it's up here on the 1 minute, it's right here on the 2 minute or on the 3 minute. It hasn't even broke yet. So you're catching the bottom. You're catching bulls wicks. You get it? You're catching the wick. Bulls wicks, taking it all the way up until it breaks. Remember, support, resistance, breaks resistance, turns support, goes to resistance. Once you can really get that to click, you understand the RSI. It can't play tricks on you. You just have to remember how it moves on a smaller time frame and how it moves on a bigger time frame is completely different than a smaller one. When it's up there on a bigger time frame, even like the 5 minute, that's why I never said 1 through 5. On the 5 minute through like 15, that guy can keep going overbought, because you got to think it has 15 minutes or 5 minutes for that full candlestick, picking up orders and keep going, and depending on the price action, right? So now that I broke that down, this is that was imperative for me to do so you can understand everything I'm about to show you with the price action now. So now we know we're taking out these targets, right? I just want some engagement. I want to make sure y'all it's right to y'all and y'all don't just think it's right to me.
Yeah.
We're taking out those targets. How do we know that? Because they're targets. Look at where the price is at. Look at where the RSI is at. Now watch me teach you this RSI. People will look at this and get confused and be like, oh man, I'm just gonna swing. Like, I get it, Moody. You don't get it yet. Follow Moody, please. This is the 12-hour time frame. How do I know I can still swing a little bit? Moody, go slow. 7 hour. Remember, just look at the end of the RSI. Right? Now look over here. Actionable signal. Pole flag. Cup and handle. Inverse head and shoulder. Stop looking at that head and shoulders. It passed. Right? This is a larger time frame. Remember that. It's bigger. If it's bigger, anything I look to the left is support, resistance, targets. If I look to the left, not this left, that's your previous candle. I will always say previous candle because I'll talk about an entry or a stop loss. If I say look to your left and you're going to see your support and resistance and targets. If you're on a higher time frame, it's a wrap. You get it. Why? Because you see, you can even come over here. Target. This is how you have to look at the chart. Don't just look at everything here. Target for bulls. They never got hit. Target for bulls. This was the reversal. You saw first target hit. Cup. Now it's just start looking at the price action. Inverse head and shoulders. Cup, handle. One target already got, the first target got hit right here. Second target. Triggered. Nope, that one kind of failed it. Let's look. When you look at the high. High. 413.87. 413.72. Didn't hit. So it's going to smash it when it smashes. And what happens is, you can even look at your RSI. They came back and balanced out, came to a support on the RSI, right? And you'll see it on the chart when I go like this on a smaller time frame to the left, right? So we come down, right? This is very important because once I go to meta and everything else, it should click in your head. And while we ain't gonna be greedy with meta, but we'll swing the fuck out of Apple, right? So boom, triggered, right? The 84. Took them out their trade. Next target up here. Playing with people, came back down, open, bull flag. What you have to remember is now that it triggered that one and it came back down, guess what? That's a target. Target. None of them exist anymore. That's where people get confused. And what taught me this? The strat. I don't want the strat up here because then you're going to think it's the strat telling me. No, the strat just gives you certain hints. Yo, Rob is a beast. It'll give you certain hints and you'll be like, oh my God. And if you want to continue to utilize, you utilize it. I like to utilize it for swing trades and leaps and things of that nature. We'll get to those kind of classes, right? Let me get to the chat. I'm sorry, because I may be losing somebody. Yes, because it's in a reverse head and shoulders. What you mean, MoodyBugz in a reverse head? These are just a little broad information as well. Exactly. Yes. Dang, Stevie boy, you can see. Yes, they're just broadening formations. And then another one gets created. And then another one gets created. And when this one got created right here, just look at what I'm drawing. Look, I'll grab this arrow. When that one got created, like through that one, just think of the other one right here. When that one got created, boom, you see how we use this at the top? Boom. All right, bro, you can see. All right, cool. My bad, I got excited. All right, so that's what I was telling you. So we know that these targets are no longer active. We only have this one, and they left us one here. Why? Because this is a 7-hour time frame. We opened up 11 o'clock in the morning, right? They came for that target, missed it a little bit. Guess what they did? You see that whole PMG I was showing you right here? They gave you a PMG. Look. None of them targets got hit. Them bulls are gonna come back for it. I promise you. I've been just doing this shit for 2 years. Like, I'm just excited. Like the video. Oh my God, bro. So look. So they're gonna come back for it, right? It's just like that cup and handle that happened. Boom, trigger that. This happening again. Cup and handle, right? So that's why I look for bullish reversals and actionable signals at the bottom of a downtrend. And I always like to look for them on higher time frames. So if you find it on a higher time frame, it is a wrap. It's a reversing on a smaller one already. You just want to be able to like be dope as fuck and find a red candle like this. If you find a red candle like this and you're just not panicking, you're just chilling. And he's like, oh, I feel like trading today. And you find that, just look at what happens the next day. Quick profits. Just don't be greedy. Once you learn how to size your position, you'll be straight. But that, I'm pretty sure that this opened up here and fell all the way down, then came back, right? But that, I'm gonna just put it like this. You would have lost, right? This one, you would have won. This one, you would have lost. This one, you would have won, depending if you have risk tolerance, if you would have picked the right strike price, right? This one, you would have won. This one, you would have won. You see what I'm saying? This one, you would have won. Majority of the time, you're going to win. Moody, how do you always win? Moody, I take losses too, but my winners is just going to outweigh that. That it just never feels like I take losses, right? Boom. Let me just get back to this. There goes that PMG that it gave you again. And remember, you still have that one. Boom, boom, 3 white soldiers. Takes them all out, right? One time on a bigger time frame, it was one candle, right? Came all the way to the resistance. Why did it stop there? Because it had those targets. Remember everything I just taught you right here? Don't that shit make sense now? Look, they took all them out. I'm gonna just put a line right here. Watch your support and resistance. H. Come on, let me be great. Right there, right? I'm not gonna take you to the left yet. I'm gonna just talk about it. Boom. Let's take out targets with this candle, right? Just some support and resistance. Bouncing off the 50% retracement, coming right back up off of this last candlestick. This one's the one that's doing it right here. Let me open it up for you to be able to see that, right? It bounced off of this 50% retracement, right? And look, it's going to do it all over again, right? And it went up and then it took out the target, right? Let's go ahead and draw another line right here so you can understand this, right? Took out the target. This, right here is the support and resistance that I just drew. See a target, took them out. That one left it. So it's if we had these got taken out, right? By this red candle. They left you that one. Boom, took them out. See this when I drew it right there for that resistance? If you keep going to your left, I promise you, you will learn. Right? Don't just look at Moody and be like, fuck, Moody, you so dope. Man, I just been executing and practicing, right? Then you'll start to see everything else over there, right? Look at that line right there. Look at that target right there. You see the support and resistance, how I'm only using the bodies of the candlesticks? And if you keep that in your mind and don't allow, oh, but it's touching the wick, it's about support and resistance. It's just bounced off of your support and resistance. We know how to find bounces. If we put it on the wick, I bet you're going to touch a whole bunch of wicks. I bet you. I've been doing it too long. Promise you, right? So drop a Y in the chat if that's making sense, so I can start getting into these swings. And remember everything that I did, and when you're doing all of this, look at your RSI. Oh, wow, no wonder it fell. Still, Moody told us that if it's down here, it just wasn't overbought, but if it's down here, you just got to find reversals on candlesticks, and it takes it all the way up. We got greedy. We try to fill the whole gap. We completed the market structure. It's okay, we left runners. The runners, if they got greedy, we never lost the trade. You have to size your position correctly. I've been saying this for a year and some change in the Discord now. You gotta, and I remember when I wasn't doing that, and when I started doing that, it just changed my life. Like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Just put up 7-10 grand. It doesn't mean you're gonna be holding that, or you're going to risk all of that. You know, I'm risking about like 3,000, about 4,000 when I put up that, and I'm still not gonna like try to lose that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, cool. You'll see how quick you'll make $600. You'll be gone. Do that every day. Change your life. You look at your manager like, whoa, I don't know what I'm doing here. I did that in an hour. Moody just taught me how to just do that in an hour and close my computer. That's different. I know I could keep trading. I know I could keep doing this, but I got kids. Let me go enjoy life. I just learned a new skill. That's how you have to treat this, right? Make sure y'all understand that. Why? All right, cool. Mostly, yes, it's making sense. What's mostly? What's not making sense? iPhone.
Hey, Moody, it's Nikki. Sorry, I'm driving. I was understanding most of it. I think I'm gonna have to just go back and watch the video because I can't quite focus on the screen because I am driving, but I am getting most of what you're saying.
Okay, cool. You're definitely gonna get it when you watch the video. And I'm gonna remind everybody, please, it's not if I'm moving too fast. Tell me to slow down with how I'm speaking or how I'm moving on Zoom. Don't even say, Moody, slow down on Zoom, because it's gonna make me slow down automatically. If you're seeing that my words are not aligning with what I'm touching on the chart, it's just because I've noticed it.
Yeah, if you could slow down, that would be helpful. But I don't want to slow down the class though.
Nah, don't do it. You're not slowing down the class. You're helping the class to do that because I'm not aware of that. I'm over here on this side and it's moving how I'm speaking on my side, right? Yeah. But on your side, it's not. And I promise you, even if you don't want to unmute yourself, Moody, Zoom, Moody, moving too slow on Zoom is going to remind me, yo, Moody, hold on. I could talk fast, but I have to stay right here for a while. I have to be like, okay, you see this inverted pin bar? This inverted pin bar is not the same as, this is not one, but let's make believe it's one right here. It's not the same as that one because this one is at an uptrend, so it could come down. This one's at the bottom of a downtrend, so it could be finding support. But I was there long enough for you to really be like, oh, I'd be like, all right, so let me go to chat. Tesla's moving. All right, cool. So now let's go to meta, because now we're going to talk about swings. I really like to swing meta, but I'm also cautious. Oh, I didn't show you the trick. I stopped. Thank God I remember, because I'm on a 7-hour time frame. Remember your RSI. We seen that it was like kind of down here like this on the 12-hour. It's just like this. It wasn't curved. It's curved right now, and you know that because of the hammer that we have, right? And let me just Be patient and do it again so you can see it. 12 hour, you see, it's going straight up. It's not curved, right? So I'm gonna go super slow. 7 hour, it's curved now, right? Like it's finding some type of support, bull flag to break out. 6 hour, this is how you chart. This is real chart analysis. You see that guy? It's strong. Remember what I said, bulls up here, bulls up here. You see how when price comes down, it bounces because there's bulls there, bulls. They have to flush. You see, that's testing. 1, 2, 3. That's the flush. That's how you know it has to test so much. And that's what the charts look like when it's doing that. It's giving you like a descending wedge. So it'll confuse you. You have to really put so many things in confluence, because if you get in a falling wedge, you know you got a PMG to go back up. But when is it time for it? That's what you have to realize, right? So that's the flush. Boom. Why? Because if you break that on any time frame, I'm just showing you on higher time frame. It works on the one. It works on the 1 second, my loved ones. It works on the 5 second, my loved ones. It's price action, right? So that's why it flushed. It broke, right? Even how you see it right here, this is going to be a breakout. That's why you're going to see market structure. Look at this market structure from here. Look at this whole candlestick trying to eat that up after it came in, right? Off of the reversal. Oh, I'm sorry, moving too fast. Off of the morning star reversal, the tweezer bottom reversal, right? Inverse head and shoulders, right? That's going to be the top of that market structure because you're going to be playing this candlestick once it enters the range. Boom. Look at your RSI now. You see how it breaks over. This is your breakout. This is like when I say support, it's just not at the, just don't kill me. It's not at 30, 25 where I have it, or at the 30. It's probably at 30. See, it's like at 30. You see what I'm saying? So it is overbought. It's just not overbought for Moody yet, right? So overbought, oversold, right? So that's support, resistance, breaks resistance, find support to go to the next resistance. It went to the next resistance. It just couldn't go higher because that was on a smaller time frame. And it was just getting beat up on the smaller ones on the hour and boom, boom, get down. You know, it's the battle, right? The bigger time frame is the war. The smaller one is the battle. It's like, yeah, I beat you up today. Yeah, but I ain't gonna get bullied no more. I'm gonna go tell my dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go learn whatever you want to learn, right? I don't know what to think. So long story short, that's what's happening right here, right? Boom. We see that it's strong on the 6 hour. It's relatively strong because it's the 6 hour. It can continue to go. You don't see how this candlestick is just full. That means that I know that we're running. It's just grinding up on the smaller time frame. It's smacking anybody that's going for shorts, smacking you. And we have full time frame continuity. I'm doing it with so much passion and emotion and love so you can really get it, right? So now let's go down to the 5 hour. It's like, I get it now. I don't explain it this way, but this is how I see it in my mind. So if I'm on the larger time frame and I go to the 5 minute, you don't see nothing, but I just saw the whole picture. I'm so sorry. I don't know that I'm doing that, right? That's why I say ask questions. But I went through what I went through yesterday for myself, right? And this is how I get better. Because I choose growth. So long story short, I don't want to imagine this. Is this clicking for y'all? Are y'all, before I even go further down, is it making sense?
So, just trying to understand where you drawing these, the resistance and supports is based off like the past price action, right? Previous, like to the left, you were saying, like the body of those candles.
Yeah, but it's not, nah, see, you gotta, I wasn't explaining that. I'm glad you said that though. I just want to elaborate that I wasn't explaining that, but I'm gonna clean my chart so you can understand.
Okay.
Nah, bro. My support and resistance, yes. Keep going real quick, because absolutely you're right. but I want to give you finer detail. Like I want you to know in depth into my mind, not the overview, but go ahead. I normally find my, go ahead.
You know, those blue lines, those was your supports and resistance. And from what I seen, you was drawing them at the body of the previous candles, like the previous price action. Right.
Facts.
Okay. And so what your strat that you're showing right now is that when you see that drop below the 50 on RSI, right? That's when you start looking forward to kind of reverse back up past the 50. Is this what?
I wasn't saying that, but yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You're able to see that. Yes.
Right.
Even if it rejects the 50 on any smaller time frame, you don't have to wait, bro. You can fucking see. Don't ever think you can't see. You don't ever have to wait for it to come down. If you know price action, look how it never came all the way back down. You could have caught morning stars. You would have seen pre-market because I have extended hours on. You would have seen pre-market and would have known, heck nah, bruh. PMG, we have to take all this out. One candle takes it all out, bro.
Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to get better recognizing this PNG and like, you know, confidence on my entries, I guess.
All right. Well, I really have to about like 2:30. So if my spirit wants to stay on that long, we'll really go crazy. Don't forget, just bring me back to that question, bro. Because I don't want to derail myself for where I'm going.
Right.
But don't forget, bro, because I will literally help you see it.
Okay.
All right. But one thing I will tell you, because it's basically on things that I'm going to be talking about, you can see when you first started speaking, and I'm gonna draw everything else. Don't pay attention to when I'm drawing support and resistance. Don't pay attention to too much with where this cursor's at. You want to pay attention to this dotted line where I'm at. If you pay attention to that and you look into the left, you'll see that I'm looking for that tweezer top.
Right.
You'll see that, right? And I'm gonna boop, drop one right there. And I'm gonna come and I'm gonna see how it's aligning with everything. That's gonna be market structure. Why? Because any support and resistance is market structure.
Right.
It's market structure. Market structure highlights support and resistance, swing highs and swing lows, right? So yes, if you want a tighter range, my guy, you could put it right there. Look, not even right there, just went to that one because I have my finger on it. Now I'm understanding why it's doing that. I need to use my finger. I want to put it at the bottom of the red candle. Resistance, support. I find support on red candles. I don't.
You're not doing it on the green ones.
Yeah, nah, but it just depends on the price action. Like when I say it depends on the price action, it just depends. Is it a tweezer bottom? Is it a tweezer top? Is it a bull flag? How does it look? Am I coming from the bottom of a downtrend with an actionable signal? You know, it's just all the rules to trading.
Right.
All right, cool. So automatically, I would have just took it down here. I was just giving you a tighter range. I would have taken it to, and when I'm taking it down here, I know you're looking at this. My eyes were down here. I was looking at this body of this candle. And then I come over here and I start looking like, yup, completed market structure. Swing low, swing low. Oh, well, swing high, swing high. You get it? You see it?
Right. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Then it does it again. All right, now that we took out the swing highs, they're all PMGs, bro. Look, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it right now. They're all PMGs. As soon as you see that actionable signal, right? And don't kill me because it's the wrong time, right? Let's say the white is entry, right? Your target, first one, bada bing, bada boom, green, right here. Moody, make him see.
Because that's the top of that red candle.
Yeah, but the way that it's just with things I do on one-on-one sessions, like I ain't gonna lie, they're like paid one-on-one sessions. Is how I help people see. You have to take these candlesticks out of here. So this is how you're gonna see it. This is the bottom, right? So boom, that's gonna be your entry. Overstand. We can always take the 50% retracement, drop it on here, right? That red line can be your entry, right? Remember, I'm using this just like the RSI. So now I'm gonna delete that, right? Actually, I'm gonna just keep going with you, bro, because you're gonna make me fall into the swings.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Cool.
thank you, Father. All right, so long story short, Moody, give them everything. That's gonna be your stop loss. That's how you trade. This is your market structure, right? I'm gonna just bring it down here since we're looking at just these candlesticks, right? I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna just make it look perfect now. I'm putting it on these tweezers bottoms. I'm seeing how they bounce off of those. I don't care about all those wicks. You see, it's gonna bounce off of the wicks, but look at that body right there. That's what's gonna show me support. All right, cool. Bet. You see the breakout? Look, it was just resistance. It's this market structure, resistance, breakout. That was the break. It broke out. It did not fake anybody out. This is a 5-hour time frame, bro. That was a whole 5-hour move, right? It broke out and then it pulled back, right? And then it did it again, right? So this is your entry. This is your stop loss. That's your first target. This is a PMG. That's your next one. That's your next one. That's your next one. That's the next one too, but you know, oh no, that's straight. Oh, I'm on a 5-hour time frame. Moody, stop thinking like that. Boom. Even if you get a little small gap like that, go get it, depending on the time frame you're on. Now, if you're on the 3 minute, you don't fucking need that shit because you know it's gonna be like a couple of cents.
Yeah, some bullshit, bro.
And then that's your PMG right there. That is your magnitude. Magnitude means target as well. Magnitude is just like where you see like the top out.
Right.
Right.
Shouldn't expect anything more of that, bro.
Exactly. We want to, magnitude is exhaustion risk. Right. So now that we see that, I'm gonna hit play. That's your entry. Watch this. Remember, I said you could have entered in at 50% of this candlestick. All right, watch how it plays. And it's just a 5 hours. So remember, it's 5 hours for the whole entire move on one candlestick. Giving you the morning star is about to trigger. Morning star, bye-bye. You see how it's just taking out targets? Stops that market structure. You saw that?
Right.
Trigger, that's the market structure too. I just didn't take it. Boom, took out all those triggers. You seen it? Now it's coming back to the market structures. Pull back, bye. Took you all out.
Damn.
That's how you trade.
So if like, okay, so like, let's say this spot, right? And if I was doing this after that first, I think called the morning star, like after that first 5-hour candle, I would get on entry right there, right? Then it gap up. And then by the time it hit that, go ahead.
All I wanted to say is it gapped up. Right. So I'm just not a liar, bro. So you would have missed that, right? Unless you would have just do things that Moody do, saw the actionable signal, and it's like, bro, I'm at the bottom of the downtrend. I'm going to take this risk, right? Because I know what happens down here, right? I know what happens. If it doesn't happen, doesn't mean that I didn't know what happens. It just didn't work out that time. It's a probability, rolling dice, right? So long story short, and then that's just going to build your confidence because you're going to be like, nah, I know I'm right. So when you're wrong, you're going to be like, all right, cool. It just wasn't the right time. All right, cool. And then you're going to get it back the next day. But look, this is what I wanted to show you. It gapped up. So you would have missed it if you didn't have that opportunity. 50% retracement. You never missed it. You would have went to a smaller time frame and you could have caught the break of that. You feel me? That's why I have different tools and I need to do a trading view class so people can understand why I use the tools that I use. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was because I was just saying, like, if this was like if I was doing this like as a how would like as entry after I hit that first blue line, that first price target or structure or whatever, market structure, I will wait for it to retest it to try to go in for like a swing. Is that, or would I just?
That would have been this right here would have been a swing. Look at the date. This was the 26th, 27th, 28th. Oh, there's still the 27th. So on the 28th is when it started rebalancing. That's when you would have wanted to find like to add to your position. It depends on how you're looking to trade, right? So if that was a day trade, the thing is, we have to understand that weekly contracts are not day trades. They can be depending on the security if it's favorable to swing due to theta. Now, if your premium is, and I'm gonna talk on a small account, if your premium is $50, it is not favorable to be swinging, and your theta is anywhere around 18 bucks, 20 bucks. It just doesn't make sense. You're automatically going to lose that when the market opens, if it opens at the same price. If it's lower, you lose more. Right. So I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm willing to take that risk on a $50 and my theta is anywhere around 5 to 10 bucks. I could take that because I can stomach that. You know what I'm saying? Being down on 300 contracts, $10 a piece, I can take that, right? Because I know I'm not really down that much, right? And that's why I tell people to utilize the option watch list even when you start to size up, because if you're tolerant, if you have risk management, but your tolerance isn't there, you will panic sell, right? But if you can identify that, well, I'm only down $10, I'm only literally down like 7% right now. Well, I would never cut this if I only had one contract or two contracts. I remember holding these and they'll kill me. You know what I'm saying? And looking at the price action, you'd be like, oh no, it's about to come back. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when you're buying that many contracts, it's just compound interest, right? Just what's 7 times $300? $7 times, what's 7 times 300?
2,100.
Huh?
2,100.
I can't hear you, my bad.
2,100. You said 700 times 3.
No. $7. 7 times 300.
Oh. Yeah, it's 2,100.
$2,100. Do you understand what I just did there?
Just
let's say you bought 300 contracts, and you made a profit of $7 on each contract.
Right.
And now let's say that the contracts cost you $50. That's how much money you put up.
Hold on, I'm trying to do the math.
I know. You're good.
So I will replace basically the 7 with the 300.
No, what you'll do is you'll multiply $50 times 300. Multiply 50 times 300.
Okay, so that's 15,000.
That's 15,000 out of $50.
Right.
Let me do the math.
From
50 times 300, 15K, right? Right. So now let's just say, I know that's a large number. You don't have to, it's just the numbers that I'm utilizing. So let's bring the numbers down so it can like register a little bit, because that could be a number that's not reasonable for you, right? So let's just say that the premium were around 22 bucks, right? And you bought 250, right? That's $5,500, right?
Okay.
Right? That's how much money you would have put up. Now let's say out of these 250 premiums that you bought, right? Each contract paid you $7. That's $1,750. You'll be out your trade. And that's not even, that's like 10% or not even. You feel me?
Right.
That's what most of us are not doing. And then what you do with that, right? And let's say you bought that right here, right? And now let me put some more contents behind it. Let's say not only did you size correctly, but you went a week out, and this was American Airlines. I was going to talk about this. It doesn't matter if the market closes. No, I still have time. I'm going to just throw American Airlines so you can see like, dang, Moody kind of talking about all this, but I see it charted now. Oh, dang. I got to stop the replay. Or it's charted on my phone. I don't know why it's not charted on the chart. There it is. I'm like, why is it not popping up? Right? I'm doing the same thing. You see the actionable signal? You see the morning star?
Yeah.
Literally at market structure, add to position, take it to the top. I just put broad formations on it. That's why I was like, yo, Stevie boy, you can see. So now let me take it back over to SPY. what was I saying? To put some more context behind it, right?
Mhm.
Oh, what was I saying?
I know you was talking about position sizing your
Yes.
account.
So what you want to do now that we sized correctly, but we went a week or 2 weeks out, depending on the security, right? You'll like to do that on American Airlines. There's going to be a lower theta. And if you bought it down low, you can now start to size out your position. Maybe you got a large move on one day, right? Because this is, look it down here, Friday, the 5th. Maybe you just got a beautiful move. Boom. We're not just going to hold that position like that. Let's go ahead and trim 75% of our position. You know what I'm saying? Or you can, as it's running up, right? You have to get out the mindset of I left money on the table. And now this is what we do. Say we bought 250 contracts. You go ahead and sell 100 contracts. Right? Now you just took some money off the table, probably about $1,000, and you kept 750 on the table. Right? Those keep pushing, right? Now you just sell 50 contracts. Took some more money off the table. Right? By the end of the day, we just smashed. You're not thinking in the mindset, because we're making profits, we're grateful. We're not thinking like, damn, if I would have held my whole position. We don't want to do that. That's risky. Right? One day we'll have the opportunity to do that when our capital is where it needs to be, and we just want to buy a lottery ticket like at the gas station. Right? So now by the end of the day, you just go ahead and say, you know what? Let me just go ahead and cut about 50 of these contracts and I'll keep 50 runners. Or I don't have that tolerance yet, and I know I'll still be in profits. I'm gonna just go ahead and hold me about 20 to 15 runners, see what it do, right? And it's just like, oh man, they still in profits, but they just chilling, All right, cool. Guess what? You're not tripping. They're still in profits, and you took all your profits and you're trading other things. Get a nice little push, boom. All right, bet. You know what? I was in this trade a little too long, just gave me some more profits. I'm out of this one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, maybe you wanted to get back in, but it's rebalancing, and you're looking at other stuff that's just better, right? This one's at market structure. You're finding more stuff at support, or you're finding something at resistance now to take it right back down. That's how you trade, and you stop. Okay, cool. I don't need American Airlines no more. Let me go look at this, or let me go look at this. Or you can literally just trade that one stock. And then we started right here, and it did all that. You see how it retraced all that movement, came right back down there. It did everything, came right back to your what entry point, buy again. Look, trigger stop loss to take them out their trade. Makes sense out. It makes sense now, right? All right, let's take them back up. Never came back down. No trick. All these, that's a stop loss. They got taken out. Support, resistance, stop losses. Never got taken out. Stop losses. Too strong. We're obviously going to take it up here, right? This is why I keep calling 422 as a resistance, because it's coming from over here. If I could get it. All right, let me get into the swings now that I did this. I think this was let me know if y'all enjoy this, because I know I kind of got off topic, and
I appreciate that though. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm just asking because I know I get off topic sometimes, and like it could throw some people off. But the 422s are coming from over here, Moody. Where's it at? No, it's not. I forgot where I saw it, but it's not 421. It's possibly this candlestick on a larger time frame. This is 421.01. But I had a 422. Oh, it was a bounce. I was being slick. It was a bounce. I forgot where is that though. Right here. You see it, 422.07. It was that support. This right here. That's how I took it. And I was like, oh, that was part of that gap. You see that little gap, but they closed that gap already. And let me open it so you can understand why I'm saying I was being slick and it was the support. All right, so what you want to do is look at the opening candles. Where was it? 422.18. You see that right here? Let me go to this. Oh no, that wasn't that one. It's all the ones that say 422s. 422.07. There it is. That was that one. It's this green one right here. And then you got that one, 422.18. Boom, boom. That's where I was getting it from. Then you got this one right here. That's 422.86. That's where I got it from. That's the support and resistance. We slap over that as a wrap. They go take out the rest of the PMGs up there after it rebalances.
Damn.
Make sense?
Right. Because
Right.
that's the new support.
And that's any chart. That's any chart. Right? That's a PMG right here. Everything that I just showed you right here, how the green lines are stopping right there, how we had that PMG and just doing it again. Right? That's a PMG. Just running it right back up. Right? It's just like it was right here, PMG, running it right back up. Take a PMG is just taking out all stop losses. Right? It's just consecutive higher lows, or consecutive higher lows.
Right. Okay. Just to hit stop losses, because it's still moving between the structure. It's just to mess up, like, I guess, like scalpers and stuff, or people that's positioned wrong.
Yeah, those are all stop losses. But then when you start manipulating the time frames, because remember I stopped on the 5 hours, so I'll come back to RSI. When you go to the bigger time frame, you start understanding that one candlestick. Watch how, look at all those and look at the one candlestick market structure. We got to go all the way up there, baby. It's just people want to, I don't want to say that people want to stay on the 5-minute time frame. What I understand is even teaching people is also on the educator, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's that, you know what I mean? I'm just honest enough to like go through it where it's like somebody doesn't want to tell you their whole entire strategy and stuff like that. And me, I'd rather tell somebody because I'd be like, why don't I want to tell you?
Like it's just it's the secret sauce. I don't know.
Nah, I'm just honest. Right. I know I don't want to tell you. I don't I had to fight it. I don't want to see you successful or something. Somebody not going to, I just go to therapy, bro. I meditate. So like, that's why I put the 50% retracement. I had so many DMs on it. And I'm just like, bro, this does not feel good, bro. It's recorded. It's on here. I ain't doing nothing. Like, bro, here you go. Right. Like if it's going to help you. I can't do that. I'm kind. I protect my energy. But bro, if you rocking with me and I learn how to do something better, it's not that it's my obligation to tell you, but
but you able to do it, you know what I mean? Like
there you go, bruh. If you ain't able, you don't have it, so you're not gonna do it. Like you have to have it to give it.
Yeah, no, that's how it is. I know exactly how you is, brother. I know it is. It's that love and spirit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's come back to the 5 hour and keep engaging, bro. If you got anything else to say. So we're gonna look at this because look, it's still happening as you see, because it's relatively strong. You're not gonna see nothing crazy until I go to the smaller time frames. So 5 hour, remember the 6 hour is just like this. We have time. Look, you could draw a line right here because this is all price action, right? Let me just delete everything and I'll start to rechart, right? This is all price action. I'm trying to get the top of that right there, that little resistance, how it just, and we drew that. Now you see the head and shoulders. And if you go in here, you see the head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder. It's so easy, right? It's just, you got to be able to.
You can't say that. Don't say it's too easy.
It is.
Because everyone's trying to get it, but they didn't put the glasses on. They didn't put the magic glasses on yet. So the magic glasses will come.
I'm trying to get them to put the magic glasses on. I'm allowing people to put me through hurt. I'm allowing people to put my name through dirt and still like praising and like showing mercy and grace and like, look, please. That's what I know. Like, that's how I know I'm with the Father. But yeah, and you only saying that, Milena, because you have the magic glasses and you can see, you know how easy it is. You just need to work, not need to. Nobody needs to do anything, Moody. What I would like you to work on is risk management and risk tolerance. Once you can get those two in alignment, You're already
Yeah,
running through
it's a
fear
wrap
like
after
it's
that.
a
No, I was just saying that in the beginning when I was learning and I didn't know what you were looking at, and you were talking all these chart patterns, morning star, evening star, blah, blah, and I was like, what is this guy talking about? And I'm like, he says it easy. It's not easy. I can't see it. And now I can see it. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, it's just clear as day. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. It just like
Yeah.
clicked. Something just clicked.
Look, this is the trend line break, but this is your neckline to your head and shoulders. Come on, Moody, right there. That's how I ended up finding, like, really understanding everything. Like, one of the first things I did was trend lines. That's one of the things everybody did. You just don't remember. When you started charted, you grabbed this line or you grabbed the horizontal line. You've been drawing support and resistance. You just didn't have somebody to just tell you, congratulations, you can see. We need that sometimes, especially in a field that you don't know if you're doing the right thing. I need to understand day trades and swings. I scalp a lot. Yeah, I'm about to actually get into that, right? I just got a little lost. So long story short, yeah, I still got time. It's 1:33. Close. All right, so just keep looking at this RSI. You can see that's where we got lost. You see the head and shoulders, right? On the RSI, Moody, draw it out for the people like Melena was saying that just may not be easy for them yet, right? We got a shoulder here, right? We got a head here, right? And we have a shoulder here, right? That neckline that I drew there, that I took away, the yellow line, is your neckline right here, right? And that's your flush. And when you can see that, you start to see, I'm about to help you see for real. You start to see in head and shoulders falls into an inverse head and shoulders. Neckline, 50% retracement. When you do that, you start to see your bull flags.
I know another cup and handle right after.
Because you can see. And everything that I'm calling out, I don't like to deem the head and shoulders and the inverse head and shoulders bullish reversals. I just call them reversals because they're market structure patterns. You can get a head and shoulders and stop at the neckline and reverse back up. This is just, it broke structure. Like, look, here, this is your market structure. Everything I just showed you right here, you're just able to see it right here. It's just a little, it's not going to be picture perfect. That's your market structure. That's your head and shoulders. I then gave you the neckline. Draw your neckline again, Moody, so I can see it because it's just going to be different than the RSI, right? Moody, do it correctly. Stop freaking half knives. Right? So now that you see it like that, you see the head and shoulders, and you can see your inverse head and oh man. See, it's just when I start teaching, like, it's just me. I have to control myself because I get off topic because I start seeing so much that I want to show people. Right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. That's the bull flag right here. That's the flag. Moody, just draw it so they can see it completely. It's not going to be like super perfect. Possibly can. There it is. That's your bull flag. That's your cup and handle. That's the blast off the inverse head and shoulders, and you see it on the RSI. Can everybody see that? I know you can see that, but can everybody, does that click? Bro, put 2 wide. All right, back, cool. All right, so let's keep going. Delete all this. All right, so you see your 5 hour, right? We're gonna get into the swings. We know we got structure right here. Moody, just draw that right now. Structure, market structure, swing highs to swing lows. We know we're getting to the structure. How do you know that? You can always just go to the left and you'll end up seeing the resistance, and you'll see all of that within the candlesticks. It's just gonna take me some time because I'm traveling down smaller time frames now, right? So now, and not that they're smaller, they're still larger time frame, they're just smaller from the previous time frame I was on, right? Just like I'm doing now, the 4 hours is a smaller time frame to the 5 hour, right? Now we're able to see the bull flag right here. And you can just see how it's just bull flagging. I drew it already. I know I just deleted it, but you'll still be able to see it, right? And you can just see the bull flags. And then when you start to notice that, because this is how you're going to see it, just show them, Moody. It's how I know. It's not how I know. I need to stop saying that because that's not how I should know if somebody's researching or putting in the work. That's just how I put in the work. It's just how I learned. It's how I trained myself. See, and I'm talking to myself. I ain't even talking to you. I'm just teaching you. Like, I'm always trying to elevate. So that's how you're gonna see them, right? When you look at these pictures, you go to images, you're most likely like this one right here. You're gonna see like a line graph, right? Some people will give you a channel and allow you to see how it plays within the channel, and you can see the support and resistance, and then the breakout, and that's where you always enter the trade, right? Until you get experience and you can buy the support and add to your positions, right? Because sometimes it's just, you got to know 1, 2, okay, triple top may not work out. A lot of times it just busts up off of the triple top. 1 top, 2 top, 3 top. You just got to pay attention. If you like, and that's what I've realized. And we are paying attention. We just don't know. So these people and me are doing such a great job at trying to make people aware of it, but it's just a picture, right? So I'm just trying to find another picture. You see like this one right here. We just had some turbulence in there, but that's just how you're going to see the bull flags, right? And then some people are just going to show it to you how I first used to see them, right? Where a whole bunch of stuff like that, and then it just breaks out. Some people are going to show it to you like this, where it's like they see the big old pole this way, right? And flag like that. And what you have to understand is that, hey, for a fact, I know he didn't draw this on a larger time frame because of how perfect the lines are. Because if it was on a larger time frame and you went to a smaller time frame, the lines won't be as perfect. But I chart, I know that, you know, so I can be able to see something and understand. I can click this and really digest what this person is telling me. This is EEP, right? This is, I trade this stock. This is an energy stock, right? You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I'm able to see, okay, he has volume turned on. On top of that, he has volume turned on. This is the daily chart, right? Even if I don't look right there, this is trading view. So it's going to say 1D because he has it where it's still, he didn't edit his chart so much. You know what I'm saying? This is like a beginner's chart. A beginner's chart is going to give you volume and stuff like that. Like you'll understand that because you tweak your chart and you know how trading views first gave it to you, right? And then you can come down here and you can see, oh, well, he actually has an indicator on for a bull flag. You know what I'm saying? So like you start to understand this stuff, right? And be like, okay, and you can look at his percent and stuff like that. Look at his stop loss if he has one on there. You can be able to start to understand one's chart for real. That's why I tell people it's beautiful if somebody is showing their screen or if they're showing you their chart or taking a screenshot because you're going to be able to know. It doesn't matter what comes out that person's mouth. If it's, you're going to know if it's aligning with that chart or if it's fear speak. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just how my mind works. So now that I went over that, coming into here, right? That's how you'll see it. You literally will see the bull flags, right? That's like the channel, the support and resistance, like just, right? So you can see it on your RSI and you can see, that's why I don't call the RSI a lagging indicator. And I don't, if I hear somebody say that, I'll be like, cool. Because I'm learning to, when you're right, find what you can get better at and allow the person to think whatever they want to think. Just get better in your situation, right? And keep growing. So for the swings, now that we travel down to the 4-hour time frame, this is, I'm doing this so you can really know how to swing. Oh, somebody's in the chat. Let me read it. My requirements for showing profits is to show the charts. It will help others see what you saw. Facts. I'm saying I don't really care to show profits. It's just I have too much family members in here, like my sister. I'm not gonna talk about them, but like there's a lot of people in this chat where it's like, no, I'm okay.
Oh no, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about others.
Oh no. Oh, okay. My bad. But yeah, I agree with that too. I wouldn't really care to see your percentage or your profits. I'd rather see what you did on the chart because that's what's gonna help me. Long story short, we're now in a 4-hour time frame. We know that we still have room before we get, you see the pass before we get there and have to come back down. We know that. Sometimes it can fall before it even gets all the way up there, right? Around the 64. But I just said that because I seen the number, but I don't like to focus on that, right? So next thing that I do, travel back down, right? 3-hour time frame. I still got room. You see it? Just bull flagging. You see how it bull flags and it pushes, bull flags and it pushes, right? We just got to its market structure. We can see that because we know our candlesticks, and this is our candlesticks too. I have to grow with somebody and start to tell them that, because if I tell them that and then they go do some research and they're going to hear somebody else say, well, man, Moody crazy. What are you talking about? Right? So go to the 2-hour, we still got room. We're just bull flagging. Look. All right. And you can see what happens, right? Bull flags. That's just the past. Sometimes you can't, it just does it differently all the time because it's going to give you different price action, right? So now we travel over down to the 1-hour. Now we're getting into time frames that I know that people sometimes utilize, right? Now this shit is going to start making sense, right? It's just I have to show you this because I know that this is what I do. You're not on the larger time frames. I know because I hear how you speak, right? Taking it back to the 2-hour. The 2-hour has room. The 1-hour doesn't. The 1-hour is now rebalancing. See? Boom. See how I push back? Boom. Now you could try to find a pullback. You see that pullback? Now you could start to find a setup to push you up. Now, everything that I just taught you, notice that I'm stopping at the 1-hour because I'm about to teach you completely different. It's the relatively strong index. It can keep pushing. It can keep grinding, everything. Everything that I taught you there goes with this as well. Now, this is a whole nother world. That's what people don't understand because you got to manipulate the time frames, right? You got to, and in due times, I'll break down the time frames on how I see them for swings, right? So now, as we're coming down, right? We want to look for something, look, and you can start to pull out tools now because now you're looking for day trades. You're on this time frame. You're looking for swings, day trades, or scalps. This time frame does it all, right? Let me turn on this magnet. Bada bing, bada boom. If I draw a straight line from this white line, this red line, Moody, just do it. You see your support and resistance. You see your market structure. You see your trendy market. What do I mean by that? Go to your left. Look at candlesticks that are only inside of the range that you drew. And that goes for anytime you're charting. Don't start to look at all this stuff that happened down here. If you do, look for an actionable signal and how it ran up. Understand that what you drew here and what you did there, you do down here as well. Do not confuse yourself. Don't do it because the price isn't there. The price is here, right? So we want to look at what we drew. Look at the breakout, market structure, breakout, went all the way up, came back down. You see a trendy market, see how I consolidated and grinded back up, came back there, your supports, your resistance, came back down, finally broke out. Look at what it does when it comes back. Gonna do it perfectly, right? You just gotta understand that. And whenever you see the price, I'm about to teach you the RSI. Whenever you see your RSI price go oversold and it travels under your 30 or your 25, whatever you have. Yeah. You see my face? Yeah. Swing, baby. Yeah. Why? Because what always happens, majority of the time, I'll teach you 2 ways because it's 2 ways to look at it. This is the bulls coming. They took price all the way down just to take it up higher, right? Because it's going to hit the 50 mark. As soon as it comes up here, it's going to go higher. Why? Because you went all the way down here. Remember, it placed support and resistance. It placed this and this. This. Sorry, I'm going fast. This, 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 this. It doesn't go up there all the time. It doesn't go down there all the time. So when you freaking see that, no, something's about to happen there. If it's all the way up here, they're either going to keep pushing price up, come down here and push it all the way up. That's for the bulls. Or the bears wanted the price to go all the way up there because they're about to push the price all the way back down. Boom, bounce, push it all the way back down, go oversold and go either further down. When it goes further down, the bulls are going to come back up to try to take price even. Why? Because they work together. They're the same people, Democrats, Republicans. So, does that make sense? I know I just said a lot. Bro said I'm getting excited now. Yes, I got that. Yes, yes. All right, cool. All right, this is where the learning really truly starts. Because all the bigger shit, that's just, once you start to see it, it becomes common sense. It's like, bro, the fuck? I don't even want to day trade right now. I don't even want to scalp. I see what's going on in the market. Hold on, let me just go 3 months out, 6 months out. Watch when I start just calling leaps. I'm just telling everybody, I don't care if we go down. Do not ask me if I'm cutting. I would let you know if I'm cut. Because they're swings, you know what I'm saying? So long story short, hour rebalancing. Now I'm about to teach you how to utilize everything on a smaller time frame. Even if you learn the RSI like this and you learn just the candlesticks, you don't need nothing else. I promise you. Everything else, you just look for tools like fair value gap, the fib retracement. You just look for new tools for your price action to make it better and better and better, right? So now, keep in mind, only we're looking at the end of my RSI, right? And you want to look at the top. Now you want to look at the top and look at this and Moody, so they don't get lost, my guy. Oh, Father, you're just so nice, aren't you? Probably do this for all your children. Here, Moody, down here. Ooh, we gotta be perfect. Perfecto. Don't want them to get lost, so let's put one aquí mismo. Hold on, I'm gonna have to bring this down a tad bit. That's the high of the RSI. That's where it had to rebalance at, right? Because we're gonna see this all on a small time frame. That's where it price at right now on the hour. I'm doing that. I'm not gonna do it on smaller time frames. I possibly will. I don't know, because it may be dope, right? Moody's just gonna have to open this up now. And before I go any further, understand, you have to read somebody's chart. Look at this down here. When it pops up, what I was just circling, Friday, you see the date, you see the time, right? So with that being said, when you go to the next tick, is the next candlestick. That's what I was talking about. The ticks, that's the next candlestick, right? So that's how much time you had right here. That's how far your RSI went. Right there. You see all that money, right? That, but you got to know how to do that on a smaller time frame. That's what I'm about to show you right here. All right, so I don't know. I was thinking about putting this class out. Oh, to y'all, yes. Yeah, let me let y'all into my mom because he would be like, Moody. I'm putting the class out at MSC, but I was thinking about because I did want to do this in MSC. I mean MSC Teach, I'm gonna put it out, but I was thinking about putting it out in MSC. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll probably let y'all decide. All right, so I'll fix it if I need to. I just like to see my chart how I like to see it. Hold on. All right, boom. Notice I like to see how I like to see it. I want to see that it came all the way down there. I want to see all of that, right? So now we're gonna travel down to the 45. Just pay attention to the end of that RSI. You saw the 1 hour, right? You saw how the 1 hour was falling. That's how you saw it. You see where I stopped it at? It was falling. You see it? It's still doing that because the hour not done. All you're seeing is a wick. The hour's red. You see it? You see that H? The hour's red. but we still have full time frame continuity. We about to flip the hour back green. How you catch the bottom, right? Oh, my bad. I'm excited for y'all. I hope y'all learned it. And it's following the 50% retracement of this candlestick. Moody, show them. You see it? Look, I'm gonna just leave it because we're on a 45 minute. All right, so now that I did that, it's just trickling down, right? Watch how the hour is gonna turn green. I should tell you the price that the hour is gonna turn green, but I'm not on the hour no more. So now we come down to the 30 minute. That's what your hour looked like, slick. Right here, like your 30 minute. But you saw that the 45 minute ain't red. It's green. They're buying it up slowly but surely, right? So they got one bigger time frame, the hour going down. The other ones, the 2, the 3s, they all green and going up. The hour is going down. It's rebalancing. Are you overstanding the time frame now, right? It's not about which one am I entering. It's knowing what's happening and how am I going to enter this trade, right? So now the hour is red, everything else is green. The 30 is red because the 30 is working with the hour too. Why? Because the 30 and the hour opened up at the same time, right? Meaning right here at the top of this red candlestick, not the wick, at support, and it turned resistance. That's how you read candlesticks. It opens, oh shit, we have a support and resistance. Oh, we push it, okay, we got support. Oh, they push it back down. Dang, it didn't turn to resistance for that whole 30 minutes. Don't you see the candlestick? Came down, bounced forward, whole 30 minutes, what it does. I'm the fucking best educator ever, don't you? Oh my God, thank you, Father. So now you see it coming down, bouncing off of that. I'm gonna teach you how to trade the smaller ones. We're gonna come down to the 15. You see that big ass gap it just did? Hey, engage with me. I don't want to feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm about to jump off. Yeah, it's about to be some clock shit. Anybody? So anybody saw this big gap on the RSI? I'd be saying, I'd be like, oh man, am I talking to myself? Everybody like, Moody, just keep talking. We're gonna watch the recording later.
I missed it.
All right, so I'm gonna just take it back so you can see it. Right here, everything I've been drawing on the RSI. You see how it's like right here? It's the 30 minute, right? If I go down to the 15 minute, it's a big gap. It just drops. It's not there anymore, right? And it is because I'm traveling down the smaller time frames, and that's where the 30 minute is at. But that's another reason why, if you ever look at my time frames, I started to break them down. As soon as I was on 10, 8, because I started seeing that gap and it was not allowing me to read the chart. That's why you want to create time frames, so you can be able to see what you need to see to trade. You want time frames around the time frame that you normally around, because then that's a big gap from the 30 to the 15. I know there's a 15-minute difference, right? But that 15-minute difference is going to hurt your trading if you don't overstand everything, right? So now that I've done that, we can see that the hour is up here. For real, Will. What you mean for real, Will? The hour is up here. I'm gonna just take it to the time frame so you can be able to see that. And if anybody got lost or anything in the recordings, just in case you're driving or you're doing something, it's going to make sense. Just pay attention to what I'm doing on the recordings if you're just listening to me, right? The hour's right here. You see it? Right where that blue thing is at? That's where the hour's at. This is how I know when to buy calls and everything. It's pulling back on my hour. I know that, right? Take it back. Where was I? To 15? Look at how it's coming all the way down. Where is it coming down to? Let's trim this. That dotted line is the 50 mark, right? They're buying it up because they already hit the 50 mark or already hit overbought. This is when I start moving too fast and then I lose people, but I'm not going to do it, right? We see the tweeted bottom. We see the 50% retracement. You can enter in there, right? 10 minute. You see? See how it's coming down? I just need to hurry up and go down so you can be able to see what I'm going to show you. 8 minute. You see it? Look, coming down to the 50 mark. You see how it bounced? Watch this. 7 minute. See that bounce? off the 50 mark, that's how we know, like, remember what I said in the beginning, anything, and let's look at it like that. Anything over the hour, so 2 hour and bigger is relatively strong. It could keep going. The smaller ones can't keep going. They have to rebalance. Well, then you put tools, 50% retracements, or you're using your candlesticks and you know that this is your support, this is your resistance. You know that this is a bounce area because it's 50% of that candlestick. That's why it bounced there and kept going and then bounced. And then finally, what broke the bounce and then rebalanced and came back up, right? So when we know this thing, let me go to the chat. Oh, shoot, I see it. What do you see? That's the 15-minute difference. Yeah, facts, bro. I see what you're talking about. iPhone, Nikki, what do you see?
No, when you was breaking down the time frames for the RSI, you were showing like how it was bouncing, how the smaller time frames was getting ready to bounce off the RSI at the 50 mark. I saw that.
Yep, and watch this. Now that I go down smaller, you saw that, and watch how it's gonna blow your mind. You see the bounce? Perfect. Watch this. 5 minute. So beautiful. Bouncing. I promise you, it had to be the 1 minute that fell all the way down. 4 minute. That means before I go, look, it was the 1 minute that fell all the way down. Now we're breaking. You see, we're in downtrend territory, going back to uptrend territory. Let me take you back to the hour so you can understand. This is how we know. You see how we know that the hour was all the way up here, we all the way down here. This is how we know if we go to the hour, it's pulling back and it can keep pushing to go overbought. You know what I'm saying? We still have room. Open it up, Moody, so they can see it. You see it? We still have room. That's your smaller time frame.
Okay.
When you go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, explain that again, because you mentioned something about the RSI and the smaller time frames. They can't, something you said about they can't go any further or something like that. I didn't quite understand that.
Oh, all right. So since you're looking at the screen, rewatch this video. Look, 1 minute. I'm gonna just take it to the 1 minute. The 1 minute, because this is I want to teach you about this. The 1 minute can't, from the 1 minute to the 3 minute, it is not gonna keep running up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I'll show you a chart. Moody, what's the chart that's doing that? Meta. All right, so let's just take it to the hour or 2 hour. I went to the 2 hour on accident. Meta, holy jokey dokies. Right? I went to the 2 hours, so I never did that. My bad. 1 hour. I just know the time frames. Meta could keep going because it's relatively strong. Watch this. You see how it's just up there? Dang, bro, it's not really showing me how I want to show it. It's like, you see how it's high, that blue line is way past my 75, right? It could keep going. It can, even on the hour, it can do that, but it will rebalance. But you have to use the smaller time frames to catch that move, right?
Okay.
On smaller time frame from 1 minute to 3 minute, it's gonna do it just like this. Boom, boom, or even the 50 mark. Anything higher, right? Like 4 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, it can keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like looking at like
You can try Tesla. Tesla's over.
Okay, thank you. All right, appreciate you. TSLA. Well, dang, bro. You're gonna take 30 hours? All right, thank you, Milena. You see, like right here on, since it's the 4 hour, the 4 hour could keep doing that, right? And it can keep doing that. And what you have to understand is the candlestick. It has 4 hours before the next one. So even if it's up there and it's pushing, does not mean it's just gonna drop all the way down. It's relatively strong. On smaller time frames from 1 minute to 3 minute, that bad boy is gonna fall. I don't like to talk about the 5 to the 15 on it because on the 5 and the 15, it can grind it up slowly. It could just keep going. Why? Because if it does that on the 5 or the 15 minute, it's like everything. That's what I'm saying. Don't think like that, Moody. Rewatch the video and see how I started with the RSI. And just even when I start talking to people, if you don't want to see that, just fast forward to where you see me trickling down the smaller time frames, because I just don't want to go back over it. Whatchamacallit, and you'll see what I mean on how it can stay up there on the bigger time frames, but on the smaller time frames, even if it's up here, right? Take you back to SPY. Even if it's up there, like almost overbought or even overbought, I'm gonna take it to the hour and just look at the end of the RSI. The opportunity is gonna be on a smaller time frame, right? You just want to know what's happening on a bigger time frame charted. The opportunity, you see how it's all the way up there? The opportunity is on a smaller time frame. What do I mean by that? This, you're going to see all of this down here on the 1 minute. So if we know, Nikki, that this RSI from down here always goes back up like this on any time frame, what's about to happen? Look, it's up here right now. If I come to the 1 minute, it was down there. Look, this is where your hour started at. That was the high of your hour. This is where your hour's at, Nikki. The RSI, don't let it confuse you. It's pushing up and it's right here. Your RSI done fell all the way back down. Didn't I tell you it's always going to go back up? You see it?
Yeah, I'm starting to see that. Definitely gonna go back and rewatch it, but I see what you're saying. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. So with all of that being said, I'm gonna take you to the 4-hour time frame. Matter of fact, take you to the 1 hour and then I'll take you to the 4 hour. I'm liking Meta for a swing. I'm gonna teach you something. Most likely, I'm gonna wait. Oh, I got like 30 minutes. All right, cool. All right, see, because it's overbought, and I know that it can trickle back down, but I know that the smaller time frames are rebalancing. Like everything I just showed you on SPY, that's why I had to do this so you can understand everything I talk about swings now. Is rebalancing for, oh, I know. Is rebalancing for a swing, right? So with me knowing that, I always do this. I be like, Moody, we know what's going on right now. We know about FOMO. What the fuck? Leave it on the hour. What's happening with Apple? And I'm gonna ask you a question. What's the better opportunity? When to Apple? Watch this. Everything I just taught, everything I just reminded you of. I just went to 3 stocks. You're gonna tell me what's the best opportunity right now. Before I go to any other, out of American Airlines, Apple, and SPY, what is the best opportunity right now to the upside? Still don't see it. What don't you see?
American Airlines.
Yep.
Yep, American.
Yep, American Airlines. Yep, absolutely. Carlos, what don't you see? We got to be able to ask questions. Like, what I mean by that is like, I'm pouring my heart out. If you can't see something, I won't know what you can't see, right? So that's why I will have to ask questions and like be like, hey, what don't you see? Right? Because I said so much. I don't know what you didn't see or what you was able to see. Just got it, actually, the RSI in time frame. Thank you. You sure, bro? Don't let your thought, Carlos, you probably talk Spanish, no dejes eso que te pase. Like, don't let your thoughts be like, nah, I get it. Nah, let's not be scared around here. I'll be scared too. If something didn't click, let me know.
So I got a question real quick, Moody. Once
Go
you
ahead.
finish, Carlos, sorry, I don't want to interrupt him.
Go ahead.
So we said American Airlines is like the better stock to swing, and we're saying that because we see the RSI. We noticed that it's going down, but if you look left, we noticed that it did the same thing and then bounced back up. And then also on the charts, because we see a tweezer bottom, is that why we're saying American Airlines is the better stock?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And then if I even go to the 4-hour time frame, you ain't going nowhere. Hit me with that analysis again. What do we see?
All right.
Remember, the RSI is going to change now. It's not going to be up there.
Oh, so it's at the 50. So that means because it's at the 50, it's going to bounce.
There you go.
Sweet. Okay. It's making sense now more. Thank you.
Cup and handle right here. So this is what happens. Cup and handle, we may get some turbulence. That's all. But it's going to go. We just have to wait. We got to be patient. Maybe it's not a good time to swing right now, right? Maybe it's let the market pull back, grab things at market opening. Because we're closing strong regardless. Anytime you normally close strong on a Friday, you open strong on a Monday.
Okay.
Right? So watch this. This will always bring about fear. Even to me, I'm so honest. This is how I eliminate that fear. I know I'm waiting for that bounce. Maybe but I want to get in. I see the head and shoulders forming. All right, what's really happening? Let me just take it down to the 8 minute. I already know it was up here. All right, cool, we broke. All right, so now that we know we broke the 50 on the 8 minute, right? It still has room to fall to the 50 on the hour. It makes sense? Watch this. I'm gonna make you see it. Hopefully I can make you see it. This is the room, Moody, draw it. This is the room we have to drop to the 50 mark. You see it?
Sorry. Yes, I can see it.
No, you good. Don't say sorry, you had your phone muted. All right, so boom. Now that we see that, I'm just gonna travel fast to a smaller time frame. With us knowing that it has room to fall to the 50 mark, right? Because we got to play the time frames. It has 50 minutes, right? We have to play the time frames correctly. Go down to the hour. Look at how it broke. That's the hour. The hour's up is like right here and has this much room to fall down to this 50 mark, right? We have broke and it's still in the uptrend territory, falling down for support to see if it bounces for calls. Now, the smaller time frame is under the 50 mark. What does that tell us? Most likely is going to go test that 50 mark on the RSI. Watch the RSI. Just look at it, baby girl. 6 minute. Watch it make sense. It's trying to rebalance. It probably fell all the way down already. Look. Oh, dang. 4 minute. Look at that thing. I'm gonna just take it straight to the 1 minute. 1 minute, you see it? Remember, your hour is trying to fall down to the 50 mark. Look at what happened. It came all the way back down. Look, boom, boom. It keeps rejecting, coming back down, boom. As long as it does this, your stock goes down. If it does not break your 50 mark and goes up on a 1 minute and you're trading this, your stock goes down. If you bought a rejection, even this one, you're not going to lose your trade if it keeps going up and it rejects again and keeps going down and it goes up and it rejects again. You're not going to lose your trade. It's in a downtrend territory. It's falling down. Watch me help you see. Watch me. Everything I just showed you right there, Moody, don't get lost. So just put it like right here. Green line. I know you don't have these time frames. Don't ever do this because you'll get confused. You see, this is where I put it at on the 1 minute. Look how it still goes all the way up there. And this comes all the way back down there. All the way up there, all the way back down there. All the way up there, all the way back down there. That's how I know where the price is going. It's just I've been doing it too long and I can read this. So if I go back to the 1 minute, We're trying to break back to the upside. It's just coming towards the end of day. This is American Airlines. Load up at the end of day. That's what I normally do, right? Because it's trying to go back to the uptrend territory. You see the 50 mark right here? That's the dotted line right there. Let me delete everything before I draw a line there so you can be able to see that. Delete. You see the green line? See the dotted line right there? That's your 50 mark. It's finding support. It's finding support. Take you to the chart. You see it? That's the hour falling all the way down, trying to go to the 50 mark. But your 1 minute fell all the way down here. The 1 minute can't keep going further down. That's what you have to realize. So that's all. When I tell somebody, oh my God, we have my favorite setup right now from the hour to the 1 minute, that means that the hour RSI is down here. The 5 minute, the 15, the 1 is down here. Does that make sense, Nikki? That doesn't happen all the time. When that happens, they're going to buy the market up. Whenever you see all the time frames, it's like time frame continuity at exhaustion risk. Whenever you see all your time frames up here, like say it's the hour, the 1 minute, the 3, the 5, do not try to buy calls. It's going down. All those time frames is up there. The 1 minute can't keep dragging it up like that. The 5 minute can't either. The 1 minute, you're going to get big candles. If it wants to keep running up, you're going to get big candles like boom to just bounce back up. Because it has to rebalance the smaller RSI time frame. And the RSI is your candlesticks. Right? So when you want to swing, always check out your hour. Always check out your hour. Look at how it's not so scary no more. It's pushing back up. Check out your hour. See if you're overbought. Even if you're trailing down here, you can still swing. How you know that is by checking the small time frames, but you don't want to do that first. You want to go straight to your 4 hour or anything bigger. Shalom. Espera, no te oigo. Shalom. ¿Qué pasó? No me recuerdo, como a las 2:30. Estoy haciendo una clase y yo te llamo para atrás. All right, so okay. Then I got lost. Oh yeah, so you want to look at your hour, right, and make sure that you're not overbought. And then come down to the 4 hour and see if you're all the way down here to swing up, or if you're testing your RSI. Because whenever you see it coming from the bottom, you got to look at it uptrend to the bottom of a downtrend to take it back up. That's how you look at it, right? You don't want to, that's what you want to always look for on the RSI. You want to, okay, this was the bottom. All right, cool. So it's trying to go right back up. You feel me? This was not the bottom. That was the bottom. And now it's trying to push back up. It fell right back down. Now that happened, that's the bottom again. And it's trying to go back up. Right? That's how you catch the bottom. You got to know the price action and look at the candlesticks and be like, no, that was the bottom. I see the morning star. All right, so that was the bottom on the 50% retracement after the run up. Right? After this run up, that was the next bottom. Next bottom. Right? And of course, you're looking at the 50 mark, but you're also looking at your RSI. You're also knowing, hey, Moody's not just making this shit up. There's a bullish morning star reversal right there, right? Come here. There are tweezer bottom reversals right there. I can't make this up. You know what I'm saying? So,
I was going to mention, like, one thing that kind of helps me determine the bottom is when I start to see wicks. When you start to see wicks at the bottom, that means that buyers are in control. Buyers are starting to buy this up. So then that's kind of like a good way to gauge, like, okay, hey, if we're starting to make those higher lows, then okay, we're starting to reverse and starting to make that reversal.
I agree 100%.
That's a good
Say it again.
I was telling Melina that was a good tip. Thank you.
Absolutely. And that goes when you start to hear Quinn say, hey, I'm seeing a seller's wick. Hey, I'm seeing a buyer's wick, and things of that nature, right? I can't go too much in depth of that because I'm not sure if he's saying that because it's at the bottom of a downtrend, on the top of a uptrend, but I understand when I hear my brother say that, I know exactly what he's talking about, right? And it's exactly what Melina just pointed out. That was dope, Melina. Appreciate that. All right, so that's one thing you want to do, right? And let's say you're looking at American Airlines, right? I'm gonna just drill this in. And we're looking at American Airlines and you want to swing calls or do puts, please, 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 please go look at BA. Because it's going to tell you the full picture. It's going to be the same chart. Every single chart that I pull up right now is going to be the same price action chart. You see this? You see the next range? If I put my 50 fib right here, I know this shit looks disgusting. I'm sorry. See the next range? Already tested the 50 mark. Let's go back to it, right? Does it all day, every day. Look, I'll put it on this one so you can see it, right? Tested the 50. Let's go. That's all it's doing. It came into that range. Doom, 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 doom. It's going to do it again right here. And that's how you go inside of ranges. Inside of a range to finish your range to see if you break out that range. That's how I utilize my 50 fit, right? So I would say, please look at BA, right? And put American Airlines up one more time so you can see that it's the same chart. And what I just did on BA, you can do for American Airlines as well. The price action will be a little bit, not the price action, it'll be a little bit different price action, just a tad bit, but you'll see the same formation, the same pattern. But what will be different is the dollar amounts within the candlesticks, right? This one you obviously see is only 33 cents. This one you obviously see is only 41 cents. It gave a dollar move because you can see the wicks, right? But now, ooh, don't change the time frame, Moody. Boom, delete. And you can see that I'm basically doing that. Like on American Airlines, I just didn't. And when I get a large body like this, not a large body right here, and I get this wick and it's just a large candlestick, I grab it. Sorry, that's a lie. And I see how it's traveling up. I'm gonna just grab it from the opening to the close. But that's just my little trick, right? And I'm gonna take it that way. And I already see how we triggered and things of that nature, right? Giving me an inverse head and shoulders, aka cup and handle, bull flag, right? So now that I've done that, right? Please, it's imperative to look at American Airlines, BA, DAL. This is how you start to get fucking wealthy, because whatever you're doing on this chart is going to happen on, is going to happen on the next, right? You see, it's the same thing. It's just not all the way down here, but it's the same setup. Inverse cup and handle, all of that, right? This one's a little even better. It's over your RSI, the 50 mark, right? That's 3. You got UAL. There's a 4 for 4. Take it to Wendy's, baby. Go get you a 4 for 4. And this one's looking even juicier because it's falling. It's rebalancing. You know what I'm saying? You see it? It's looking even juicier. If you go to the hour, it looks even juicier. Look at the head and shoulders. It's already rebalancing. You see it? See how it's just curving back up? The smaller time frame is like boom, 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 boom. That's what you got to look at that right there. Tweezer bottoms, potential morning star. That's what happens. That's what's going on right now for the 38 minutes on this particular time frame. Right? You take it down to a smaller time frame to understand what's happening on this particular time frame, and you trade it. Right? Take it back to the 4 hour. That's a 4 for 4. There's more. You got UAL, BA, American Airlines, DAL. You got Spirit. What is their ticker?
It doesn't use any of this at all. It's just
Oh, it's SAVE. It's SAVE.
Oh, thank you.
So cheap.
Thank you. You got save? Thank you, because you just made me remember. You got save and then you got love. Right?
Yeah. Yep. Southwest is love.
Yep. Right. Same thing. You see a setup? This one's sweeter. Watch your RSI. Look at your PMG. Anytime you see me take screenshots and I'm like, oh, I'm looking at this to swing, it's always looking like something like this. If I ever show you the bigger time frame, it's always looking like this. Just go look at them. They all look like that because that's what I'm looking for. Let's take it back up. I'm always looking to retrace a 50% retracement of a candle and see if we complete the market structure. I'm always doing that. Right? So that one looks great. And then we got love. Right? Same price action. Then you got this other one, I forget it. I think it is Spirit. Yeah, Spirit. It's just a small account builder. Don't even try Spirit because she be moving too slow. Right? Same setup. Look. And then on top of this setup that is hitting the 50% retracement, you got to look at everything that it's giving you. Now you got to pin it. There's a pole somewhere here, right? And this is pinned it. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, lower low. I'm saying it completely wrong. Lower highs.
You got it.
Lower highs and higher lows. Right? That's a pendant. That's a bull flag pin, not a bull. Yeah, bull flag pendant. Right? So once you see setups like that, you start to understand it. That's a cup and handle, and you know that it's like bull flag and it's pending, all of that stuff, right? It's pending. Is a pendant pending, right? Yeah. And that's how I choose to swing things. And everything that I just explained is why I'm going to wait on Meta. I slick may buy a little lotto, but my heart's telling me like, nah, bro, just wait for the market tomorrow. You have such a, I know that I'm also experiencing FOMO, right? But I know that Meta's going to want to run. Why? Because Meta has a gap to fill. Look, like I already have her charted. And I just been watching and I'm just like, oh, I should have got in at my entry. Oh, no. And I still haven't, see? And I charted her all the way up. And I'm just like, I just know not to short it now. And that's why I want to swing it because the 4 hour still has a little bit of room, but the 5 hour, these time frame have room, right? Like even if you go to the 12 hour, and remember, it doesn't matter that I'm going to the 12 hour, the move can happen extremely fast and then come back down. Oh, this is where I saw it. It's overbought here, right? But it doesn't matter. Look, even go to the past. It can push. It's relatively strong right now. Everything about the market is super strong right now, right? So that's why I do want to swing her. Check her out. Look at this. This is the gap to fill. Oh, I was gonna do it like I ain't already did it, right? But that's where I ended up getting some of my fibs from. I got like 2 drawn. I got one from this candle and one from the high all the way down to the low from a larger time frame. And we're just gonna eat this up, right? And it's literally where I know that Meta can go for a fat before it, like if it wants to like keep pushing is right here. Because that's right there to right, actually is right here. Sorry, I apologize. It's basically almost at that target to the 50% retracement. Meta's going to $8 more up. That's what I see. And that's why I want to swing Meta. But I also know that it's risky. Bro, we're here laughing. What you laughing for, bro? Why are you laughing at me, bro? I'm sensitive.
I was laughing at the higher lows and lower high thing. I'd be getting confused with that too, man.
Nah, yeah, me too, bro. I'm just joking. But yeah, so I gotta hurry up and jump off. But that's why I recorded it. And I'm not gonna lie, like I may grab something and I'll alert it. I will alert it if I grab something, but I know I'm gonna be busy. Something had came up, and I know sometimes I'll wait like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes before the market closes, and I just go, oh, let me see what I got. Oh, ooh, let me go grab this. Right. So I may not be able to alert it, but if I do find the time to swing something, I definitely want you guys to be able to have that opportunity. But I ain't gonna lie, I do like Meta. And the reason why you see that we're overbought, all you gotta do is take Meta, everything that I just helped you remember, take it to a smaller time frame. You feel me? We still got room. Yes, the 4 minute can fall all the way back down very fast, right? and it's just that it's pushing right now. But we would look at, while I was talking and stuff like that, look where Meta was at, all the way down here to push her right back up. And you want stuff like that, because when you catch it from here and you take it up there like that, you caught the bottom. So even if it comes all the way back down here, it never comes back to your entry point. Never. And then if it bounces to go up even higher and then just stays up there, I promise you, by the time it comes all the way back down to the bottom of that 1 minute, is nowhere near your entry point. You're still in profits. And that's what I call like sniper entries and stuff like that. Right? Yeah, anybody got any questions? Amazing class, thanks, Moody. Absolutely, more than welcome. Ray, oh, Ray on here, Ray says sensitive. Bro, I'm sensitive, bro. I'm sensitive to how I treat others, man. I know how strong I am. I know how powerful I am. You know what I'm saying? I could say something to make a room shake, you know? So I'm cautious of that. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. No, I'm gonna stay on here.
I was gonna say, don't forget about us when you do your leaps.
Nah, I got y'all. I'm waiting for the market to. I'm really just waiting for this. Y'all wanna know the truth? I'm waiting for June. Why am I waiting for June, Moody? Because of full-time frame continuity and some new monthly candle.
Oh, because it's the quarter.
July is the quarter. July. I'm waiting for July too.
July starts the new quarter.
Yeah. There you. Okay. See, I wasn't on your vibration. I didn't catch that. We're ending the quarter in June, so now I'm gonna reevaluate that. I'm gonna look at it differently, possibly, right? But I'm gonna take that in consideration because I actually like that. But you know, from
think
just
about
like,
it. Because think about it, you have 2 months completed in one of the quarters. You know what I mean? And if you look at the 3 months, you already have 2 months completed. So all you need is one more month in order to complete that. But
exactly. Yeah. And I just see us just trailing. Look at this. Look. I'm telling you, it's $8 more. $8 more. I just know I may not get in it, so I don't want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be amazing if it runs, but like I can't alert you. I can't tell you my percentage or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I could call it out for you if you would like it, but then I would tell you to just buy it at the end of the day. If you don't buy it at the end of the day, you just want to wait for a pullback. Like one of these things, just wait for a pullback. Because look, you see this candlestick right here? Oh, not this one. Hold on. Let me take it to a better time frame. Maybe the 10-minute. Oh, bro, I need a massage. You just want to find a mother bar or a nice large candle, like in the past, like this, and either grab the bottom or the 50% retracement. So most likely, I would tell you to find an entry. This is what I would do, to be honest with you. I would be looking at entries right here and right here. Excuse me. Any type of pullback there. Oh, dang, I don't know, what just happened? Oh, I just hit the button. My bad. But yeah. Any last minute questions though? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. Let me stop recording. Well, let me not stop the recording. I'm swinging AI. They have earnings on the 31st. Let me look at the chart. That's a good. I like that play. Let me just look at the chart though. Oh hell yeah! Hold on, that's a 10-minute movie. Yeah.
It might be a little noisy, Moody. I haven't been talking. This is Miss Yaya. I have been playing them all week, so they've been doing real good for me.
Real good. I see that. I see them right now. Check out your 4-hour time frame. You still got room. I definitely I like it. I like it for the swing, to be honest with you. I like this for the swing and to hold. Just look at your 12 hour. Your 12 hours gonna, huh?
I'm sorry, I was talking to the lady. I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
You're good. The 12 hour is gonna show you a top. I got a top of 34.11, and then you got a target. Sorry. Target of. Oh, I'm not showing my screen here. I should let you see what I'm doing. I was just on a 4-hour and I just jumped over here to the 12-hour, right? I already had it charted up. I see I got a top at the blue 34.11, and then I have a target. That first green one is not a target. I just drew it wrong. 35.42. 35.42. Yep. And that's gonna be that's his all-time highs.
Oh, okay. So I guess I could pick up a couple more.
What I would
Yeah.
say with
Yo, Moody, I don't think that's the all-time highs. Zoom out a little bit.
what's the all-time highs? Oh no, it is.
It's like a third. It's
Appreciate you. No, that's definitely not all-time highs. All-time highs is up here. My bad. Thank you, bro.
Nah, yeah, because you scared me. I was like, because I'm like, oh, yeah, I was trying to get into this thing because I know that it's probably going to go up to the all-time highs.
Yeah,
so.
this is gonna break all-time highs.
Yeah.
Look, it's just I haven't been talking. I just been talking to y'all from the 12. I didn't want to. It would have just took me forever to start explaining this stuff. Sometimes I just be doing too much. But go to the 3-month on this. It's just knowing how to utilize the time frames. You didn't hit the bottom already, right? And you can see, thing look ugly. It's just, and it's just eating up the PMG, and it just has a nice hammer, bro. Nice hammer. And that looks good. It's like, bro, this thing opened up, lost everything. Everything now is just pushing and trucking really strong. But yeah, I would say this is gonna give all-time highs. Like you see that weekly, just look at that, baby. It has to just get past that 34.11 and start bouncing from there, so it can get to the next level. This is the level that it has to pass, 43.81. But once it bounces from 34, it will go to that price, and that's where it will start to like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go up? Look at your PMG, we're gonna smash that. Here, like, I have to put this maybe, I have to put this on the.
so I have a small account, so I was using it and growing it. So I had bought like 3 leaps, like $30, and I had a couple for $29. And so as I was selling, I've been selling them all just to kind of like grow the account. And then I get back in and I still hold one. I just keep one because it's still above like where I bought it at. So I'm not gonna sell that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't. On the monthly, you got a nice tweezer bottom reversal. It's so strong and it's heading to your market structure. Like it's on a nice reversal. It's on the second reversal. Tweezer bottom, bull flag, rebalance, tweezer bottom. I wouldn't sell this. I have some shares. Like I wouldn't sell this. I'm not trading AI right now, but I wouldn't sell like AI. AMD, I'm looking to buy more shares too, but I also am going to leap them as well because I know that AMD is about to break all-time highs. You see it? And the thing is, what you have to realize, the bull market goes up slow. I've been saying this for a while. We bulls, we grind up slow. The bears take price down aggressively and fast, right? But we will find some type of support. When the stock is at all-time highs, majority of people that been in the game a little bit and they start to overstand stuff, they look to short. Like I know a lot of people are looking to short Meta right now. That is not smart. Let that chill, let it rebalance. It'll tell you when it's time to short. Take it to the 1 hour. If it breaks the 50 mark, shorter. You got the whole entire smaller other time frames to take it down, right? When the stock is up here at all-time highs, it's going to push more and more and more. It's no man's land. You can't, it's blue. That's what we call blue skies. It's no man's land. You can't trade it. I'll show you when you can trade it. And look, Moody, just show them. All right. Just show them. This was an all-time high. Right here. Fell, came, boom. You know how many people started looking to short? Overstand that I'm on a monthly chart. They were thinking about shorting this whole month. That was March. That was April. That was May. Thinking about shorting. Anybody that's losing some profits, they're not losing profits. They're just, bro, you know how much profits we just gained? We don't look at it like, bro, if you just made 30, 40,000 and you just gave back 15, we're not looking like we just lost 15 grand. We're looking at what we just won. You know what I'm saying? That's a losing mind mentality, right? You're looking at lack, at losses, instead of looking at prosperity and growth and the opportunity, right? So that was one all-time high. You've seen that. Give you another one, right? That no, I'm gonna just keep it right here. Let's not even be funny with it, Moody. That was the all-time highs. Fell all the way back down. When it came back there, it hasn't even came back to it yet. That was your bottom. When it comes back here, which it will, you still have room. Look, from 124 all the way to 162. You know that options will make you a millionaire? Seriously? So with that being said, bruh, NVIDIA could keep going, like from 162, it could hit 219. It could just keep going. We don't know when to rebalance it. When you can start trading at all-time highs, is everything I taught you. You're on a monthly candle, take that one candlestick, draw your support and resistance on that one candlestick and go to a smaller time frame, because now it's going to give you something to look at the left. But if you stay on this bigger time frame, we're at all-time highs, there's nothing to the left of it. So if you're on all-time highs and it's the hour time frame, there ain't nothing to the left of it. Nothing. You have to wait for it to rebalance so you can know support and resistance. So if somebody's telling you where the stock is going is at all-time high, they're lying. They're lying. You don't know no supporter. You don't know where it's going. You know where it can fall. You never gonna know where it's gonna go, but you know where it can fall. You know where it can rebalance. That's just it's just the charts, right? So I would say you want to load up on AMD. I already been saying this. Like I promise you, if you go into the news channel and MSC, even possibly here in MSC now, because I haven't been in the news channel here, or even in my channel, I've been telling people, buy chips, buy chips, buy chips. If y'all seen me say that, drop a Y in the chat. If y'all have not seen me say that, drop an N in the chat, so I can know to like do something different, so to make you aware of it. Why? Okay, cool. Right? Why? Okay, cool. Okay. All right. So we're seeing that. All right. So I just got to help you guys pull that trigger. I got AMD at 80. Ugh. Ugh, I felt like I just got a massage. Said I got AMD at 86. Got a video at 150. Wait. Crazy said, I worried didn't see. I got you. I make sure to tag, just hit like to tag everybody. But I'm gonna be putting out my leaps and stuff like that. I think you need another channel. What you mean another channel? Melina, you know how much I do, girl. For long term. Yo, but
no, I'm just saying, no. So like that way, if like someone's at work and they're looking at option plays, but then if you're trying to do like, oh, hey, buy shares of this, then they know where to go. So that way they don't get lost in the sauce. That's all.
That's real. That real. And that'll help me, because then I have to like find a message and then reply back to that message, so you can be able to like find the ladder with it. Yeah, definitely. But all chips, AMD, you, all chip stocks, you want to buy them up. Like, I'll say it again. Why do you want to buy them up? AI is here, right? You have everybody from last year talking about it's a bear market. There's no bear market. We're in a recession. I keep saying that. We're in a recession. Like, when a poverty mindset hears that, they get scared. When a abundant mind hears that, they think buy. Yes, buy TSM. Any semiconductors. Are you not seeing how much? What state are you not in? What state you in, Bernice? Because we all in America. You in Michigan? Are they building over there? Like, when you drive, you don't see like a whole bunch of construction happening. You don't see gas stations, BP. They got a whole bunch of Chevrons opening up. Like, Chevron is where they really putting the money at, and Exxon, but it's really Chevron. Like, you can, like, if you go out, like, I just open my blinds. Like, if you go outside, you'll literally see it. You know what I'm saying? Cat, everything. Like, they're building right now. They're destroying and building. They're knocking down trees. They're doing a whole bunch of stuff and building. You can tell how much the planet has been popular. The population on the planet has grown. I definitely seen it here in Boston. Yeah, right. So you can't listen to what they're telling you. Got to look at what's going on. How are we really going through what we're going through, but we're building and we're spending all of this money? They're firing people and buying more and building more. And the thing is, you got to just learn about engineering. You got to learn about AI. You know, all of this stuff already happened. You can't think about just losing your job. What's the opportunity? Bro, COVID-19 is about to happen again, right? Like, wait, what's going to happen, right? So you're going to have time to figure something out, right? The banks are going to bounce back. The banks have to figure it out. I'm big on cryptocurrency. I'm all about like that, but you have to understand one thing. We get loans from these people. You know what I'm saying? We build businesses and things like that with their credit, with our credit, but from them. You know what I'm saying? The Federal Reserve Bank is not about to allow us to go straight to them and get no money. They're not going to do that, right? So they're just trying to figure it out. And yeah, like digital currency, that's not going to happen either. I'm pretty sure they'll have something, but that's not going to happen either. I see the nation, not even the country, is in a lot of like fear, where what I mean by that is seeing how many people took the COVID-19 shot and then seeing what's happening now, right? But you have people that was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I see what's going on. Like, I'm good. All of that stuff is still happening right now with that digital currency, where you got Florida, the governor, people like calling out the government, even though they're the government, and saying like, no. You know what I'm saying? We're not about to allow you to tell us how much gas, because you're not saying that, but you have the ability to do that. If I put too much gas in my car, you could cut off, hey, nope, you can't use your car no more. You bought too much food today. You know what I'm saying? You've been outside too long. We locked your doors. Right? So that's what's going on in the world right now, with them trying, with the US dollar going down and America trying to figure it out and doing things. So you have to pay attention to those type of things, and then understand how long they've been in power, understand the dollar's falling, but all of this is not just about to happen overnight. You will probably start to experience certain things like around like 2020, possibly 2025, possibly, but like 2028, 2027, 2030. Not 2020, but 2030, 2027. You know what I'm saying? All right, it takes time for that to happen. Right now, we're in a recession, getting out of the recession. Google, I've been put all this information out. How long do we typically stay in a recession? It's about like 16 to 18 months. We're almost past that. I think we're like in the 13th, 14th month now, right? We're well past that. So what happens after the recession? It keeps pushing up, right? this happened multiple times, right? The thing is that we have to not only be aware, but conscious of it, right? You know, and not get in fear of like, yo, are we going back to COVID-19 lows, or is what happened in 2008 gonna happen? Is it the dot-com boom? No, we keep elevating. So if anything, it's not gonna go down there, it's gonna repeat that same cycle, right? So that's what we have to keep in mind. And that's why the wealthy gets wealthy, because they're patient. Yes, it's the mindset, the tools, and the resources, but they're also patient, right? I remember when I first started trading, I wasn't patient, where I'll just jump into something. I'll see something going up, I don't care, I'm buying calls. You know, I see something going down, I don't care, I'm buying puts. But that's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I did this class and stood on the larger ones and trickled my way down to the smaller ones and explained it that way. So you can understand that it's always the bigger time frame that's going to give you the play. And then you go to the smaller time frame and find that opportunity, right? It's just that setup, the 2 candles you find, the 3 candles, or the setup, the pattern you find, is going to break down into more patterns as you go into the smaller ones, but it's the same thing still. You just have to follow the same strategy. That's just a smaller time frame. What happens there is buying the correct expiration date and the correct strike price. And even if you don't get to start learning how to buy the right strike price because you can't read the Greeks that well, at least buying the right expiration date is always going to help you. Why? Because you win. I promise you, I've been doing this too long. You win with time, they lose. You win with time every single fucking time, even with a bad entry. You win with time, they lose. We lose when we're in FOMO and we don't buy time because we just want to trade real quick. We can trade with more time, right? So yeah, that's what I have for you guys, because I'm super late. They're gonna be pissed off at me. Yeah. So may the Lord continue to bless us all from the crown of our heads to the sole of our feet. I pray that I was able to reach and help you guys see with this class. There'll be so many more dope classes. But yeah, hopefully that this was very not engaging, but informational for you guys. But yeah, peace and love.
Thanks, bro.
You know it.
Thank you, Moody.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, for the people that's still on, the 11 people or 10 people that's still on, I'm still gonna make my decision, but I got a question for y'all, because this is MSC Teach, and y'all really invest into yourselves and take that risk and show up. So my question is, would you like me to? I'm gonna post this here in MSC Teach for you guys. Would you like me to post this in MSC for the rest of the group? Because I'm starting to like treat y'all like my you know what I'm saying, my little baby. Like, no, I gotta have certain things for y'all. But I would like to know, well, what would you guys? What's in your heart?
I mean, that's fine.
No, I agree with Charm. I mean, I feel like MSC is already dead. So it's kind of like, if you post it, great. If you don't, like, nothing's going to happen. So
Yeah.
it's up to you. Yeah. And I think one of the things too, is we need to start transitioning over to MSC Teach, because I think we're still chatting up in MSC, but I'm like, I want to get used to like, okay, always going to MSC Teach, because I don't want to like forget. I don't want to miss out on anything. If you're posting it there and then in the MSC, I'm just toggling a lot.
The transition is in June 1st, we'll be over here in MSC Teach.
Okay.
Yeah. So just one more week, or like a half a week over there.
A half a week. No, I know.
Yeah.
No, I'm cool though. You can post it in both areas.
Yeah, you guys enjoy your holiday weekend as well.
Yes, enjoy the weekend.
What holiday is it?
Oh, I forgot. Memorial Day. You don't celebrate holidays.
Memorial Day. Okay. Cool.
The market is closed on Monday.
But Memorial Day is really a Black holiday, right? The Black people initiated it.
Oh no, I don't
I
even
didn't
know what
actually know
Memorial.
that.
What is Memorial Day? I thought that was like some army stuff.
That's what I thought too.
It was the army stuff, but then they basically said that so this is what they told me, or what I read, is that when all the Black soldiers went into war, when they came back, you know what I mean? Like, I guess there was